So we're back with Alpha Male Betamax A to Z. As you can see, we're starting with the Silkwood. And you can tell by this time period, you've seen a lot of Meryl Streep. And Silkwood was some kind of nuclear thing. Like she worked around it, and there was some kind of leak or something, if I remember correctly. I've never seen the film. You couldn't escape it in this time period. Meryl Streep stars as Karen Silkwood, a flirtatious, what? A flirtatious, difficult, yet likable young divorced woman who works in her Oklahoma town's plutonium plant. So there you go. Is that Jeff Bridges too? Who is that? Kurt Russell. I don't know, same difference. Oh, and look at this. Well, I can see my writing, so something must have been wrong with this Silkwood, and I repaired it. And when I say repair, I created an entirely new copy of Silkwood from a Blu-ray that I have. So, is it better? Don't know. Other people can be the judge of that. I prefer it the original way, but what am I going to do, right? The Sword and the Sorcerer. I've never seen this. Heard this. It was going through a revival a couple months ago when they put out a 4K. People are all excited. I don't like blind buying expensive stuff, so I didn't. This is one of those ones that was all ripped up, and I had to sort of tape it. There seems to be a recurring theme here, a lot of repairs going on. But when those things are ripped up, you can almost guarantee. What's that say? Security label do not remove, but it doesn't tell us who put it there. Sword and the Sorcerer. What do we think that's about? And again, I've forgotten the glasses. All right. Having conquered practically every kingdom in the medieval world, the evil king Cromwell had yet one more kingdom to subdue, the richest of them all, Erdan. Unable to do so militarily, he turns to an evil force, the Sorcerer, who he awakens from a 1,000-year sleep. As a result, Erdan is destroyed. What? Only young Prince Talon escapes, vowing to avenge his family murdered by Cromwell as the king. 11 years passes and Prince Talon, Lee Horsley, oh I know, that's Matt Houston, it's leader of a band of tough mercenaries. He encounters the beautiful Alana, being attacked by a band of drunken soldiers. She seeks his help in rescuing her imprisoned by Cromwell brother, Mahua. Talon is successful and rescues the prince and other rebel prisoners, only to be captured himself. Although impaled by spikes, Talon's superhuman strength frees him from his bonds, and in the head-on confrontation kills the sorcerer, Exoazu, with his triple-blade sword. Only Cromwell remains, and he too is felled by Talon's mighty sword. Did they just tell you the whole movie? I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. "7 Days in May." That looks like a political thriller. Who's in that? Burt Lancaster, Kirk Douglas, those two. Fred Mertz, Ava Gardner. John Frankenheimer. Certainly have heard of him. Co-starring Ed O'Brien. Well, what's it about? Black and white. When is a traitor not a traitor? When is the chilling question posed in 7 Days in May, the frightening story of an attempt to overthrow the United States government by a military coup? The all-star cast in this taunt, fast-paced drama includes Kirk Douglas, Fred March, Ava Gardner, Edward O'Brien, and Marlon Balsam. Burt Lancaster plays the conspiring general with icy determination. Well, I mean, the way they write that, they don't write them like they used to, do they? That's so good, I don't want to see it now. You can see a bit of the glue problem back then, but I don't see any marks on this for rental. See the glue coming through. Factory sticker. So this was a private collection. I can see a video sticker right here. Video Way. Where are you? Goldsboro and Liddington. Remember them? The 7% Solution. Bink and Boop. You tell you, Mr. Holmes, this is because of your father. The world's two greatest masters of art and deduction, Sherlock Holmes and Sigmund Freud, meet for the first time in the delightful mystery adventure based on the best-selling novel by Nicholas Meyer. Now, is that the Nicholas Meyer who directed Time After Time, Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan? The stylishly directed entertainment boasts a superb cast headed by Nicol Williamson as Holmes, Alan Arkin as Freud, and in a brilliant example of offbeat casting, Robert Duvall as Dr. Watson. To this ingenious tale of detection, deduction, and abduction must be added the excitement of the case, capped by a sword fight on top of a puffing locomotive roaring across Europe. Oh, well, that's certainly busy. They got the busy down. There you go. I think that was a rental. So do I. I mean, how do you miss that, right? All right, 7% Solution. They made that sound pretty good. First, I thought I'm not interested, but well, here's something you might have heard of. Scarface. The world is yours. He loved the American dream with a vengeance. I mean, if you don't know this, basically this is a refugee that turns to a life of crime and climbs all the way to the top, but eventually gets fat and happy and destroyed. Michelle Pfeiffer. I mean, listen, what can I tell you about this, right? If you don't know that, you need to expand your understanding of film. Scarface. I'm looking for rated R is probably a pretty good sign. Warning sticker on here. Yeah, this was a rental. And I would assume this thing just got rented in half. That one was a super huge, I remember. Another one of those you couldn't escape. Rod Stewart. Hey, what's up, ladies? Concert video. I'm gonna check that out. Look at that. Look at that suit. 80s were fantastic. In concert and beyond. And beyond. Here's your chance to join together in a celebration of rock's most energetic, captivating, and enduring showman. Rod Stewart in the Rod Stewart concert video. Rod seizes center stage and slams into his best-known songs, captured live during his sold-out 1984 World Tour. Stewart, at the top of his form, performs 16 songs that have kept him at the top of the music charts. Includes rare vintage footage of Rod's early days with Faces and Jeff Beck. The Rod Stewart concert video is the ultimate rock video experience, featuring 3 songs never before seen on home video or pay TV. So that was a thing back then. They would get your whatever you recorded, but they wanted it to be an hour. So they would trim out stuff. And then when you got the home video release, you got the full picture. That was sort of a way of cheapening the free experience. By the way, cable wasn't free, bastards. And it's cable. Who cares if it's an hour? Infatuation. That was new at the time. I remember that. Bad for you. I don't know. Tonight's the night. It was a good one. I don't want to talk about it. Don't know. Dance with me. Hot legs. I know that one. Here in my heart. Baby Jane. Sitting on a dock of a bay. That's not his. Young hearts free tonight. That's Young Turks. That's a good one. Passion. Do you think I'm sexy? Not the best song, but wow, what with the keyboard in that song? Delicious. Wake up, Maggie. I think I got something to say to you. I know that one. And then some guys have all the luck. Stay with me. We'll meet again. I don't know. This thing seems like it's going to be very good. It won't come out of the box, but it seems good, right? I don't understand why some of these just do not want to give up their tape. Oh, man. Uh-oh. What do we have here? By the way, look at that. Double. Told you it was rare. Here it is. What am I seeing there in the corner? Am I seeing something? No, I guess not. So this says Edward Zitty, and he's at 4605 Bowles Avenue, West Mifflin, Pennsylvania, 15122. Well, Ed, wonder if Ed's still around. Like, Ed, why did you give up your copy of Rod Stewart? How big a fan of Rod Stewart were you, Ed? Ed, are you dead? Oh boy. Okay, so this bounces right off of me. Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, and everything that this represents is not what I'm into. I never thought he was good. Don't care about his dancing. Sorry. It's everything that I dislike in a movie. Flights of Fancy, dancing around. Another RKO. And this thing, I'm telling you, this doesn't look like a rental. I mean, I don't think anybody would rent it if it was in the... Even the old timers at the time, I don't think would have rented that, because old timers wouldn't have gone in the video store. Old timers were really old when I was young. I can't read that in the slightest bit. Let's see, Laurence Olivier. No, that says Lawrence Oliver. And Michael Caine. If it was murder, where's the booty? That's pretty good. And by the way, don't ask for a synopsis, because look, it's just a commercial. Part one. I don't have part two. Psst. That's life, isn't it? Isn't that life just summed up right there? Part one, don't have part two. Salvador, the movie that was heaped praise upon, yet nobody watched. Salvador. James Woods, Jim Belushi, Michael Murphy, John Savage, and look at what we have here. You could read that there. Video rentals. See, the light is just not hitting it right for me. Boy. Oh, God. Something North Carolina. Video rental sounds like it's the name of the thing. And there's some kind of phone number. Maybe you at home on a giant screen are going to be able to read that. I am not. Let's see. What are you about, sir? The Truth, the Lies, the Story. Dateline, 1980, El Salvador. Boy, that's in the news right now. Correspondent Richard Boyle, war veteran, photojournalist, is sent to capture the bloodshed and brutality of El Salvador on film. Okay. It's a feel-good movie of the year. There you go. Staying Alive. I know I've talked about this before. That must have been on a live stream or something. This is the sequel to Saturday Night Fever, directed by Stallone. Staying Alive. He moves from greasy discos to Broadway stage. But man, it's tough. So many people want to dance and not work. There you go. They got every kind of sticker that's ever existed on here. There's one right there. The Video Shack. Winter Haven. I can't quite see what state that is. Florida. Did that say Florida? Huh. Florida. How do you like them apples? And guess what? That was it. We finished with Staying Alive. Table 5. Table 5. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.